Ali, just a few days away from Leicester away, probably one of the toughest fixtures on the calendar, isn't it?
Yeah, it's certainly up there, but it's also one of the most exciting ones. That's where you judge yourself. It's obviously a great place to play rugby in front of some, very knowledgeable fans, and obviously a big fan base. So it's a great experience for the guys, but also it's a great challenge in front of us, which is what we want.
You come into the game off the back of two really hard-fought wins and good wins at that most.
Yeah, definitely. I think we've worked hard over the last few weeks. We've improved in our training sessions, and we're also taking that improvement into the games. Largely against Bath, we controlled the game, but obviously had our moments that put ourselves under pressure. But it showed strong character really to come through those sticky patches around half time, and to really be in control of the game for the rest of the game.
Leicester away will be a different proposition altogether again, won't it? You know they're notoriously strong at home, and what will be coming at you?
Yeah, every side's tough, especially away from home. They've obviously got quality players, probably got less international call-ups than they've had in the past. So that they're strong, they're well prepared. They're obviously in good form from last week, and we know we've got to be right on top of our game. But we've trained really, really well this week, and I think the enthusiasm to get out there and play and attack a game and go after sides is there. So we're pleased with where we're at, and so we've just got to push that through into the game.
Having beaten them here earlier in the season, have you learnt lessons from that game that you can take into this one?
Well, you look at it. I think also you look at recent form and what guys are doing. A lot of sides have changed. Obviously, new coaches coming into Leicester. It's probably changed quite a lot since then. So we look at the overall package, look at a few themes, and maybe try to attack those.
Phil Dolman running out for his 100th Premiership game this weekend, the third one to do it. We're getting a nice little clique of boys there, but it shows the continuity and longevity of the players coming through. Yeah,
just testament to Phil. He's worked incredibly hard. Very underrated player. Holds our back line together, feeds in information all the time. One of the smartest rugby players we've got in the squad, and he certainly gives us plenty in attack when he's on the ball. So, and he's done that over the years. He's been very consistent in his level of performances. I know Rob Canson was one of his best signings, so he's done a fantastic job right the way from when he arrived all the way through to now, and he's still got a good few years left in him yet.
Fallow week in the Six Nations, although you're without Jack Noel and Luke Cowan-Dickey this weekend, you're able to have Moray Lowe and Thomas Francis come back into the mix this weekend. How much of a boost is that, especially coming from the level they're playing at?
Well, they're playing well. They played well before, but equally the guys at the weekend did very well. So, selection-wise, we've got good options, and we've got good options going forward. We need a competitive squad. We've got it, and that's driving things on the pitch.
Halfway through this sort of 10-week block, how are you finding things as coaches? How are you assessing it all?
Good, we're fine. I mean, we've looked forward to this block. I think it's probably been the best thing for us. It means that we can attack things week to week. We can back ourselves, back our fitness. We're also starting to get players back in from injuries as well. So we've just looked at it as a great challenge, to come through this intense block. Challenging sides and challenging ourselves to be performing week in, week out. And you look at our level of performance. Yes, we haven't got all the wins that we wanted, but the level of performance has been pretty high. Not probably at our highest, but equally it's been challenged, and we've won three out of those 5 games. So we'll be looking to knock that on.
Are you seeing a different side to the Chiefs as well, to perhaps earlier in the season where it was a lot more free flowing? That we're now digging in when we have to and recording big results like the last 2 weeks?
Well, you have to win rugby games in different ways at different times of the season, and different situations in the game. Sometimes you just got to grind out a win. It's not maybe happening. Other times everything's clicking and you're looking $1 million. So we're prepared to do either. At the end of the day, we want to win games and pick up Premiership points, and that's how we go about it. I say, it doesn't really bother us which way we play. You've got to be effective in what you do, else there's no point doing it. So we're pleased we're picking up the wins. We've got 3 out of 5 in this block. I say we've got 10 wins for the season now, so we're in good shape.